Well, good evening and welcome to Ossian, Indiana for night 2 of IHSAA Sectional 23 basketball. Dalton Bishop with you once again from Norwell High School, but this time it's the Indians and the Bishop Luers Knights. Again, welcome to Ossian, Indiana for sectionals round number 2 for the Mississinewa Indians. Coach Everett's in the team. As you seen on Tuesday, winning in the last few seconds of the game on a Jared May contested layup with 4.1 seconds to play. His 4th point of the game, but it was the biggest 4 points of Jared May's high school basketball career. Tonight they get the 1-20 Bishop Luers team, but talking with Coach Everett, even though their record is 1-20, he is still concerned that this basketball team is a very, very good basketball team. Looking at Bishop Luers, their biggest player is a 6'4 junior, Norman Napke. So 6'4 junior. Looking at the Indians, their biggest player is Tabit Galt, who is 6'6 and a senior. Tabit Galt has been with the varsity team for 3 years now as a varsity player, 2 years as a starter. Tabit had 10 points on Tuesday night, with 7 of those points coming from the free throw line. He was 7 of 8 from the line for 88%. As a team, the Indians were 11 of 12 from the free throw line for 92% on Tuesday. Anthony Horton, who has struggled from the line all season long, went 2 for 2 from the line on Tuesday. And Landon Swanner, the standout freshman, also went 2 for 2. From the field on Tuesday, the Indians were 9 of 25. Yes, you heard me correctly. 9 shots made out of 25 attempts for 36%. I will guarantee you one thing, there will be more than 25 attempted shots here tonight because of the style of basketball that was played on Tuesday. So Coach Everett's in the team is ready to get going here tonight. Of course, Tabit Galt led the team in scoring on Tuesday. 1 of 5 from the field, but a big 3 to start the second half. Tabit was 1 of 5 from the field, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. He led the Indians with 10 points. Then you had 7 points from freshman Landon Swanner, 2 of 6 for 33% from the floor for Landon, but 2 of 2 from deep, and for 33%. Anthony Horton, 6 points for the Indians on Tuesday, 2 of 5 for 40%. Jalen Martin, 2 of 3 from the field, 2 for 2 from deep. He shot the ball 100% from deep, 67% from the floor. And Jared May, as we just talked about a moment ago, 4 points for the Indians, 2 of 6 from the floor, but 4 big points from the floor for Jared May. In the first game tonight, it was the Marion Giants defeating the Norwell Knights on their home floor. So the winner of this game will be playing tomorrow night at 7:30 against the Marion Giants for the IHSAA Sectional 23 Championship. Well, we'll step aside for 60 seconds and come back and hear the comments of Andrew Everett, the head coach of the Mississinewa Indians. We'll do that in 60 seconds. You're listening to Mississinewa Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network.
Hey, Peyton, do you know what bonus instruction is?
Yeah.
What do they do?
Well, they can help you with all of your general contracting needs, value engineering possibilities, design and build options, and exceptional concrete and carpentry services.
Dang, can I fill out a resume?
Yeah, and other reasons to cooperate with our company is because it's been in business since 1895 and it's locally owned. We have a team of highly trained professionals and we commit to quality. We always take pride in every job.
I need help with financial planning. Where do I go?
Go to Raymond James. They can also help you with investment banking, and asset management. They can get a financial advisor and they can put it all together with sophisticated advice and a detailed plan.
But what about my personal information?
Don't worry, they've got you covered. Go to Raymond James today.
Back on the pregame, Coach Everett's with us. Coach, coming in tonight off of a win against Heritage, you get Bishop Luers tonight. Even though they've won one game, I know that's something that doesn't concern you because they are a good basketball team.
Yeah, they are. That was the first thing I told our guys in the scouting report. As far as I'm concerned, they're 0-0 right now. They haven't played a game in the postseason, and we're 1-0. They play an incredibly tough schedule. They are a good basketball team. They're athletic, and I think they can do some things that'll bother us tonight.
How big of a win would this be for your program?
It would be huge. I mean, we just want the opportunity to play on Saturday night, and that's going to be our theme. It's just one game at a time. If we do things right, I think we'll get there, but we cannot overlook these guys.
Coach, thanks for your time. Hopefully we'll talk to you after another win.
Thank you very much.
Andrew Everett, head coach of the Mississinewa Indians. We're back in 2 minutes on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. We continue with more of our pregame show. Both teams headed back to the locker room to make last-minute adjustments and get some words of advice from both coaches. Will Hewert's the head coach for Bishop Luers, the former Indiana Wesleyan University Wildcat basketball player, and Andrew Everett's the head coach for the Mississinewa Indians. I believe the starters tonight for the Indians will be the same as Tuesday, but we will let you know when we find out the starters. So again, the Indians on Tuesday started off with a win over Heritage, 33-32 on a Jared May driving layup at the end of that basketball game to propel the Indians over the Patriots. Very excited to be here once again from Norwell High School. We hope to be joining you again tomorrow night for the sectional championship. And if we are here tomorrow night, it will be Mississinewa Marion. The funny thing about that is the Indians and the Giants, who are 7 miles apart from each other, will have to travel about an hour away to play each other for a championship. We got about 4 minutes left before we get things underway. The school fight song being played for Bishop Luers, and then the Indians fight song will be next. And now the fight song for the Indians, and we will let you hear that. Welcome back to Norwell High School. One final time before we get the starters and we get things underway. keys to victory for the Ole Miss Indians. Number one, you've got to take care of the basketball. You can't have turnovers against this team. They are a very athletic team, despite only winning one game in the regular season. But you heard Coach Everts. Now you're to the postseason. Mississinewa 1-0. Bishop Luers 0-0 because they have not yet played in the sectional until tonight. Key number two, box out and get rebounds. Tuesday, that was an issue for the Indians, giving up, I think I counted 5 offensive rebounds in one possession, and Heritage was able to get a couple of putbacks offensively. And against a team like Bishop Luers, who has the capability of being dangerous and can break out and score a lot of points in bunches, you don't want to give them second chance opportunities. And number three, offensively, get going early, get Tabit Galt and Jared May going. And if you do all 3 of those things, I think you'll see an Indian victory here tonight. We'll step aside for 60 seconds, come back with the starters. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell. Let's meet the starters for Bishop Luers. Starting at a guard, 6'2" junior Mark Sturm. At another guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 12, Andre Beasley. At one forward, a 5'11" sophomore, number 22, DeMarcus Hudson. At another forward, 6'1" freshman, number 23, Nyland Thompson. And in the middle, a 6'1" sophomore, number 33, John Peterson. Bishop Luers is coached by Will Huberts. Now let's meet the starters for the Indians. Starting at one guard for the Indians, a 6' senior, number 10, Jared May. At another guard position, 6' sophomore, number 22, Anthony Horton. At a third guard position, 6'1" senior, number 12, Jalen Martin. At a fourth guard position, a 6' freshman, number 40, Landon Swanner. And in the middle, 6'6" senior, number 42, Tabit Galt. The Indians are coached by Andrew Everts. So here we go. It is go time for round 2 of IHSAA Sectional 23, game number 2 of the evening. Tabit Galt going to tip things up for the Indians. Tap is up, controlled by Bishop Luers. They move from right to left. With the basketball now is Thompson, swings it over to Peterson. Now Peterson moves it over to Beasley, and he's going to hand it off. Now driving inside is Hudson, kicks it out. 3 on the way, and a no good from Beasley. A rebound comes down to the Indians, their first offensive possession of the game. Here's Horton with it, top of the key, swings it over to Swanner. Swanner from downtown, no good, and a rebound to Bishop Luers. Back the other way come the Knights. With it now is Peterson, hands it off Beasley. Now he's going to dish it off to Thompson. He fell down in a travel, and that's turnover number 1 on the Knights. 7:19 left in the first quarter. We're still at 0-0. 2 possessions for the Knights. A turnover and a missed shot. 1 for the Indians, a missed 3 by Landon Swanner. A little half-court press from the Knights. Here's May getting across half-court, no problem. Hands it off to Horton. Horton, cross-court May. May goes back over to Horton. Anthony with it, brings it back out, dishes it off to Swanner. Now back over to Horton, cross-court. Martin, 3 on the way, no good. That one's short. May chases down the long rebound. Here's May, top of the key. Back over to Martin. Jalen kicks it off to Swanner. Here's Swanner back to Horton, now over Martin. Fakes a 3, dribbles, and now hands it off to Horton. Anthony, Swanner, fakes, hands it off Horton, brings it back out. The Indians being very patient offensively. Here's Horton, free throw line, kicks it out to Swanner. Wants to get it inside to Tabit Galt and can't. Now here's Jalen Martin. Martin, back over to Anthony Horton. Anthony, good defense here by Bishop Luers. Jalen Martin, now over to Anthony Horton. Back over to Swanner, cross-court to Martin. Jalen, here's Horton, top of the key, back over to Martin. In the corner, Jared May brings it back out. Here's Jalen Martin, now to Swanner. Landon to Jared May, back over to Swanner. Swanner, a second 3 for the night, no good. Rebound, Tabit Galt. He goes back up, puts it in. First 2 points of the game for the Indians. 2-0, 5:50 remaining in the first quarter. With the basketball is Beasley. Now he's going to hand it off to Hudson. Kicks it out to Sturm. Inside, Beasley, shot up, no. But they're going to call a foul, and I believe it's going to be on Indian number 12, Jalen Martin. And it is. That's on Jalen Martin, his first, team's first. Going to the line for 2 shots will be Andre Beasley. Numbers kind of hard to see on Luers. Black jerseys with black numbers and a red outline. First one up for Beasley is good. 2-1. Indians with a 1-point lead. One more coming for Beasley. Second one up and no good. Rebound off of Luers, and it's going to the Indians. Good job by Jared May to box out. Now full court press coming from Luers. Here's Horton. Horton having no problem getting across half court. Now here's Swanner. Looked like he was fouled, no call. In the corner, here's Horton. Back out Swanner, now Martin. Jalen, cross court to Anthony Horton. In the corner, Swanner driving baseline. Can't go. Inside, Jared May goes up off the glass, and it bounces in. Jared May with his first 2 points of the game. And now he is 25 points away from 1,000. Taken away by the Indians. Out and running, here's May. Jared inside, Tabit Galt off the glass, no. He wanted a foul. The official said, no, sir. Back the other way comes Bishop Luers. Here's Sternum. Goes over to Peterson. Peterson hands it off to Hudson. And Hudson's going to hold. Now here's Beasley. Over to Sturm. 3 on the way. And good. In a tie ball game at 4-4. Here's Horton to Swanner. Swanner floater is good. 6-4. 4:18 left in the first quarter. Here's Hudson, top of the key. Swanner defends. Indians in a man-to-man. Sturm with it. Now he's going to hand it off to Peterson. Peterson hands it off to Thompson. Over to Beasley. Beasley, Sturm. Sturm, free throw line, fakes a shot, no. And they're going to get Swanner for a reach-in foul. It's a good call. That's Swanner's first, team second. And we're going to have a timeout, Bishop Luers. It's a 36-4 with 3:45 left in the first quarter. Indians lead. Back in 30 seconds. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. 6-4, 3:45 left first quarter. At this point on Tuesday, I think it was 3-0 with Heritage with the lead. So definitely a little bit of a faster tempo here tonight. Here's Beasley, between the legs dribble, hands it off Peterson. Now Peterson wants to drive inside, and he gets inside, no good, and a rebound to Swanner. Swanner across the timeline in the corner, Martin. Jalen kicks it back out to Swanner. Hands it off, Anthony Horton. Now Martin, back to Horton in the corner, Swanner. Swanner back to Horton. Free throw line, kicks it out, Jared May. Three on the way, May's three in and out. Had a good look. Thompson inside, goes up, lost control. Ball was batted away by Horton. On the floor, Indians fighting for it. Sturm with the rebound, goes up. And they're going to get a blocking foul on Tabit Galt. That's going to be his first and the team's third of the half. You got to remember this team was 1-20 in the regular season, but their strength of schedule, one of the best in the state. Sturm, free throw shot up, rolls around, and no good. A very good basketball team is Bishop Luers. Like I said, they're only 1-20 in the regular season, but they've played really good basketball teams to prepare them for this moment. And the second free throw was good, and checking into the Luers lineup is 6'4" junior number 15 at Norman Napke. Jalen Martin to trigger the inbound pass, a full court press coming from the Knights. Here's Horton, cross court to Jared May. Back over to Horton now, he gets it across half court. Here's May. They said he traveled, and I don't believe that for 1 second because I've never seen Jared May travel in my entire life. .240 left in the first, so three from way downtown. And a foul. And they're going to get Landon Swanner on a hold, and that's going to be Swanner's second, and that will probably get Heisman Skeens up off the bench, and it will. Heisman Skeens checks in for the Indians, a 5'8" junior. Just while we have a second, the Marion Giants defeated Norwell on their home floor by 21. The winner of this game will play the Marion Giants for Sectional 23 championship tomorrow night at 7:30. Inside, this is Hudson. He missed the shot and a rebound. Tabit Galt. Now here's Jared May. May to Skeens in the corner, Martin. Now Horton with it. Horton kicks it out. Here's Skeens. Skeens over to Horton. Anthony back over to Heisman. Now here's Jalen Martin. Three on the way from Martin. No good. Long rebound fought for. And a good job defensively by Bishop Luers to box Tabit Galt out. Jalen Martin 0 of 2 from downtown. Here's Hudson. Cross court to Thompson. Thompson hands it off Peterson. Peterson hands it off to Beasley. Three-man weave at the top of the key going on. And a floater up and no good by Hudson. They're going to get a foul on number 22, DeMarcus Hudson, his team's first of the half. Elijah Bounds checking in, Tabit Galt coming out. And number 30, Connor Wilson, also checking in. Wilson didn't see any minutes on Tuesday, going to get some minutes here tonight. Here's Horton. Over to May. Jared back over to Anthony. Horton, cross court May in the corner, Heisman Skeens. Now May, top of the key, Wilson. Wilson tried to get it to May. Good defense, May not expecting it. And a turnover on the Indians, that's turnover number 2. 2 turnovers apiece for the two teams. 6-5, Indians with a 1-point lead. Peterson wants to go, now hands it off. This is Thompson. Thompson, 3, no good. Rebound, Connor Wilson. Indians out and running. Here's Skeens. Now slows things down, gets it to Jared May, kicks it in the corner. Horton driving inside. Nice move, no good. And a tip in by Elijah Bounds. I think the ball may have been tipped by Bishop Luers, but Bounds will take credit. 8-5, 3-point lead for Ole Miss. With the ball, this is Hudson, and he shuffled his feet, and a travel going to be called. Turnover number 3 on Bishop Luers. Here's Horton to Wilson. Connor, I believe the Indians will probably go for the final shot with 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Wilson with 20. Now Wilson down to 15, hands it off, Heisman Skeens. Wilson with 10, kicks it out in the corner to Jared May, and he stepped out of bounds, and that's turnover number 3. 8.4 left to go, first quarter. Luers with a chance to tie or bring it to 1. Here's Hudson. Hudson to 2, Hudson 1, and they're going to call a foul, no, a travel, and that's turnover number 4. I thought they might call a foul on Wilson for reaching in. It kind of looked like he reached. 1.5 seconds. That's time to catch, take a dribble, and launch it. Wilson to Skeens. Skeens shot at the buzzer, no good. And at the end of the first quarter, Mississinewa 8, Bishop Luers 5. We're back in 1 minute. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. 8-5, Indians with the lead after 1 quarter. If you can recall on Tuesday night at the end of the first quarter, it was Heritage 5, Mississinewa 4. And of course, a high-scoring game there. Skeens to inbound, he gets it to Wilson. Now Connor brings it to the right side. Now Skeens left side to Martin. Martin to Skeens, ball batted away. Skeens gets it back. In the corner, Wilson fakes a 3, steps back. Skeens, 3 on the way, looks good, and it is good. Heisman Skeens connects on a 3 from deep, and the lead is 11-5. Indians with a 6-point advantage. Luers with it. Now here is Beasley. Beasley cross court over to Thompson. In the corner, Peterson. Peterson looking. Double team, gets it out to Thompson, who thought about pulling it from way downtown. Now Beasley will pull it, no good. Offensive rebound, and you've got to be kidding me. Foul's going to go on Indian number 12, Jalen Martin, his second and team second. Jalen Martin going to check in to replace Martin in what, in my opinion, was just him boxing out and going for the rebound. Here's Sturm. Over to Beasley. Beasley between the legs, brings it back out at the logo. Beasley wants to drive, hands it off Peterson. And now he goes over to Hudson. Hudson, slow-paced, moving offense. Luers going to be patient. I feel like Coach Hubert knows that he has to slow things down to keep up with the Indians. A three by Sturm went in and out. A rebound tab at Galton. They're going to have a foul on number 22, DeMarcus Hudson, his second, team second. May with it. Working the basketball. Goes over to Heisman Skeens. Now Jared May. May with the ball. Jared to Skeens. Now Wilson. Back over to Heisman. Now Jared May. Back to Wilson. In the corner, Skeens driving baseline. Kicks it out. Wilson. Connor dribbling left hand. Pass over to May. Bad pass and a turnover. And that's turnover number 4. Back the other way. Layup no good. Rebound Tabit Galt being fouled. The officials aren't doing a single thing about it. Now May takes it away. Jared, free throw line. Pull up 2 on the way. Got it. Jared May, 4 points, as many points as he had on Tuesday, and he is now 23 points away from 1,000. 3 on the way. Beasley got it. It's 13-8. Here's May. Skeens working the ball. Now he's trapped. Gets it to Jared May. May brings it out. Here's Skeens. Back to May. Fakes a 3. Now Wilson inside bounds. Hands it off. Galt. Put it up. Put it in. A nice pass from the big man. The two twin towers of Elijah Bounds and Tabit Galt play very well together. Played basketball their entire lives. 3, air ball. And it's going to be an over-the-back foul, I believe. It is. Foul is on Bishop Luers, number 35, John Peterson, his first, team's third. Checking in, it will be number 15, Norman Napke, and number 4, Daniel Hughes. Hughes, a 6-foot senior, his first minutes of the game. 15-8, 5:09 left, first half. Here's Skeens. Heisman working against the press, now up court to Wilson. Wilson used the sideline inside, almost threw it away. Wilson to trigger the inbound. Inside Galt. And I guess he traveled. Turnover number 5 on the Indians. 15-8, 4:56 left, first half. Here's Beasley. Andre over to Mark Sturm. Here's Hughes inside. Wild shot, no. Rebound, Galt. Hands it off Connor Wilson. The Indians have numbers. Galt, pull up 3 on the way. No. Now they're going to get Elijah Bounds for a foul. That's Bounds' first, and it's going to be the team's 6th of the first half. Anthony Horton checks in. Connor Wilson checks out. (15-8). Indians lead by 7. Here's Sturm. Ball batted away. Here's Horton, takes it away. Anthony slows things down. Jared May, free throw line jumper, in and out. Rebound, Elijah Bounds up. No, but he's fouled. And Elijah Bounds going to go to the line for 2. It's a good shot by May. Jared 2 of 5 from the floor. Elijah Bounds at the line to shoot 2. Pretty good free throw shooter, about 64% on the year. First one for Elijah is up and banked in, but it still counts. One more for Elijah. Second one up and perfect. Elijah with 4 in his first 2 free throws from the line. Here's Sturm. Sturm going to hand it off to Hudson. Hudson free throw line goes up with a nice move. Put it in. And a timeout, Mississinewa. 17-10. 3:59 left in the first half. We're back in 30 seconds. This is IHSAA Sectional 23 basketball, live from Norwell High School. Welcome back to Ossian, Indiana and Norwell High School. Indians with the basketball. Here's Horton to Heisman Schemes across half court. Now hands it off Anthony. Horton with it, brings it back out, and now dishes it off to Heisman Schemes. Inside Bounds. Bounds up. No. Rebound Galt up. And yes, that one bounced around and went in. Tabit Galt is 3 of 4 from the floor and perfect from inside. Here's Sturm. Hands it off Hughes. Hughes brings it back out. Driving, hands it off to Hudson. Hudson fakes and now hands it off to Napke. Now a 3 from Thompson. No good. A rebound, Jared May. And they're going to call a foul on Luer number 23, Nyland Thompson. That is his second and the team's 5th. Back in for Bishop Luers will be number 12, Andre Beasley. Here's May. 3:09 and counting to play in the first half. Jared to Horton. Back to May. Cross-court schemes. Driving baseline. Kicks it out. Jared May driving inside. Nice move. Floater up. Put it in. Jared May with 6, and he's now 21 away from 1,000. What an accomplishment that would be for him to get to the 1,000-point club here tonight. Pull-up 3, good from DeMarcus Hudson. 21-13, Bishop Luers not going away yet. Here's Galt to May. May thought about a 3, now he'll float it up off the glass, put it in. There's 8. Now 19 from 1,000. He gets going, and it could be bad news bears for Bishop Luers. He scored 24 straight his sophomore year against Heritage. Shot up and no good, and now they hands it off to Jared May. Let's see if May will pull it this time. Here's Horton back to May. Now Skeens. Cross court Horton. Anthony. Back to Jared May. Free throw line. Floater again. Floater good. Jared May with 10. And he's now 17 away. He came back 64 points away from 1,000. He's down to 17. Ball knocked off of Hudson. The ball going to the Indians. 12-point lead for Ole Miss. Number 32, Larry Dean, into the lineup. He replaces Tabit Galt. Jared May has hit his last 3 shots. That's good news for the Indians. He's getting going at the right time. Here's Dean. Dean knocked to the floor. Oh, my goodness. They called an offensive foul on number 24, Elijah Bounds, his second. And that's probably going to bring Tabit Galt back into the lineup for the Indians. Oh, they called a foul on number 32, Larry Dean. I thought it was Bounds, because Bounds was looking at the ref with his hands up like, what I do, but if the foul is on Larry Dean. That's Dean's first. Here is Krager. Goes over to Beasley. Beasley to Jackson. Jackson to Sturm. Now Beasley. Beasley from way downtown. No good. Rebound, Jared May. The Indians will give him that shot all night long. May inside, shot up. No, left it short. I think he just tried to force that one. He got him on the arm. Tried to go for the steal, but that's May's first foul of the game. I like the aggressiveness from Jared May. Connor Wilson checking in. Jared May coming out. (25-13), 48.2 to play in the first half. At the line for a 1-and-1 will be 6'1" senior Evan Krager. First one up and good. 25-14. Second one up. Rolls off the rim, no good. Rebound, Larry Dean. Here's Skeens with 43 seconds over to Wilson. A no-look pass and a sixth turnover on the Indians. And 4 on Connor Wilson. Down to 35 seconds. Here's Thompson. Inside. Kicks it out. They're going to get Larry Dean for a second foul, reaching in. It's his second. Team's 10th. Actually, that's team's 9th. That's going to bring in Trey Jones up off the bench, 6'1" senior. Trey Jones seeing his first minutes of sectional competition. Nayland Johnson at the line for a 1-and-1. The next foul will put them in the double bonus. Free throw up, left it short. Rebound, Elijah Bounds. Heisman Skeens with the basketball. 20 seconds left in the first half. Indians will probably go for the final shot. Here's Horton with 15. Horton down to 10. Wilson with 7. Inside. Baseline. Bounds. Trey Jones. Skeens from downtown at the buzzer. Banked it in! Heisman Skeens at the buzzer. 6 points for Skeens. He nails the buzzer beater, and the Indians go up 14 at 28-14 at the halftime break. At the half, Indians 28, Luers 14. We'll be back in 1 minute with halftime stats, and stay tuned because we have a neat idea coming up. Welcome back to Norwell High School at the halftime. Indians 28, Luers 14. Run down the team numbers for the Indians from the floor, 12 of 22 in the first half for 54%. Good percentage from the floor for the Indians. From three-point range, the Indians 2 of 8 for 25%. From the free throw line, 2 of 2 for 100%. Individual scoring, Jared May with 10 points. Tabit Galt with 6. Heisman Skeens with 6. Elijah Bounds with 4, and that's where the Indians stand in the scoring column. So again, Jared May with 10. Tabit Galt and Heisman Skeens with 6 apiece. Elijah Bounds with 4, and Landon Swanner with 2. So again, at the halftime break, 28-14. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School at the halftime break. Indians 28, Bishop Luers 14. Hey, if you're tuned in at home, we're going to do something cool here tonight. If you're tuned in at home, go ahead and tweet your seat at MCSC Athletics on Twitter. If you are tuned in to tonight's broadcast, go ahead and tweet us your seat at MCSC Athletics, and we will shout you out on our broadcast here tonight. We will give you some exposure from your Twitter account, so for thanking you for your appreciation. So again, if you are tuned in at home, tweet us your seat on Twitter at MCSC Athletics. We appreciate your support. Welcome back to Norwell High School. From Class 2A, we have a final from Sectional 37 from Manchester. The Oak Hill Golden Eagles win 70-59 over the Wabash Apaches, and they will play in the championship game tomorrow. Again, if you are tuned in to tonight's broadcast, go ahead and tweet at MCSC Athletics. Again, MCSC Athletics on Twitter, and we will shout you out. It has to be at MCSC Athletics. It can't be anything else. Welcome back to Norwell High School. Indians 28, Luers 14. As you can see coming across your screen, giving a shout out to Jasmine Horvath tuned in on YouTube, watching the Indians from home. We will continue to try to give shout outs throughout the night, but we will do our very best because we are busy. Second half underway from Norwell. Luers with the basketball, moving from left to right. In their road black uniforms trimmed in red. The Indians in their home white uniforms trimmed in red. Driving with the basketball and kicking it out. Here is Beasley, three, no. Rebound, Sturm goes up, no. And they're going to get Tabit Galt probably for a foul over the back. That foul was on Tabit Galt, his second. Team's first. Free throw up, rolls around and no good. 28-14, Indians with the lead. Second one, this one's good. A pretty good Indian crowd here tonight. I don't think there's as many fans here tonight that there was Tuesday night. Still a good crowd. If the Indians make it to tomorrow night, I would like to see every single person from Grant County here at Norwell High School tomorrow evening. Here's Horton with it. Anthony. 7:20 left in the third quarter. Now Jared May. May to Martin, pull up 2. No good. It's not a good sign for Jalen. He's been missing a little bit here tonight, but he'll get things figured out. Here's Jared May. 17 from 1,000. May. Inside, shot up off the glass, put it in. Jared May with 12 points, and he is 15 points away from 1,000. And too much dribble from Beasley, loses it out of bounds. Indians with the basketball with a 15-point lead. 6:50 left, third quarter. Here's Horton. Anthony to May. May with 12 points tonight. Jared May, pull up 3. Got it! Jared May for 3. And he is 12 away from 1,000. With the basketball, this is Thompson. Thompson to the baseline. Goes up, put it in. Now Horton. Anthony. Inside Tabit Galt. Galt bodies his man, has it blocked. In the corner, here's Jared May. Tried to get it back inside to Tabit Galt. Ball's deflected out of bounds, still with the Indians. The good news is Jared May creeping up on that 1,000th career point. 15 points tonight for Jared. He needs 12 more. Foul is going to be on Indian number 42, Tabit Galt, his third. Indians lead it 33-17, as you can see at the bottom of your screen. With the basketball, this is Jaguar Jackson, and a foul going to be on the floor. While we have a second, go ahead and send us a picture on Twitter at MCSC Athletics so we can get you shouted out at the end of this third quarter. Again, send us a picture, tweet your seat, and we will shout you out at the end of this third quarter. That is at MCSC Athletics on Twitter. Shot up and no good. Rolls off the rim from DeMarcus Hudson. Second one's up, and he put that one in. May. Here's Swanner. Landon. Now here's Horton. Anthony. Backdoor pass, Jared May kicks it out in the corner. Martin, 3, got it! Jalen Martin for 3, and the cold streak is over for him. He gets his first 3 of the game. The Indians lead by 18, 36-18. Here's Peterson. Kicks it out. Driving inside. Kick out to Sturm. 3. No. May out and running. Going to slow things down. Now driving inside. Shot up. No. Tried to draw the foul. Here's Sturm. Sturm with it. Hands it off. This is Jackson. Now Peterson. Hands it off. This is Thompson. And now Hudson. Hudson inside. Wild shot. No, but a foul going to be called on the Indians. Let's see which Indian. Foul is on number 12, Jalen Martin. His third and team's fourth. Timeout, Mississinewa, 36-18, 4:38 left in the third. We're back in 1 minute. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. And the Indians lead 36-18, 4:38 left to go in the third. Special shout out to Brooks Holloway. As always, a fantastic job. And we will go ahead and give a shout out to Dara Richards, who is turned in at home with her son, Jonah. Thanks for watching. We thank you for your support. It's a missed shot from Luers. Here's Horton. Over to Swanner. Now Landon. Kicks it out. Here's Anthony. Anthony free throw line, driving inside, floater off the glass, no. Rebound, Elijah Bounce, good hustle, but Luers comes away with it. Here's John Peterson, kicks it out. Here's Sturm, three from Sturm, good. And it's 36-21. Here is Jared May. Jared 12 points away from his 1,000. Between the legs, May inside, goes up. Left hand was knocked to the floor, no call. Indian fans want the foul. Inside, shot up, no. Rebound, knocked away, picks back up. Sturm off the glass, put it in. 36-23, the lead back down to 13, a 5-0 run for Luers. Here's May. Jared across the timeline, dribbles to the left. Little pressure from Luers. Now he hands it off to Anthony Horton, back over to Jared May. Here's Horton. Horton brings it back out. Now May to Martin. Now Swanner. Landon back to Jalen Martin, who hit a three a moment ago. Jalen to Swanner. Landon to Jared May. Now Jared wants to hand it off to Horton. Anthony behind the back, nice move. Inside, kicks it out. Martin fakes the three, now goes back over to Jared May. May tried to get inside, a bounds and a turnover. That's turnover number 7 for the Indians. Now Horton fighting for it. They're going to call a jump ball. Possession going to stay with Luers, I believe. No, it's going to be Indian basketball. Tabbitt, Galton, Heisman, Skeens check into the lineup. Anthony Horton comes out. And I'm not sure who the other Indian was that checked out. Here's Skeens, now May. May, pull up two, was blocked, gets his own rebound. Brings it back out. Now here's Skeens. Swanner, driving baseline, crossover move, lost control, gets it back. Now Tabbitt Galt driving inside. No, but he's fouled. Jared May wants to get to that 1,000 points. You can just see it in him with his aggression. He's got 15 points tonight. Had 4 on Tuesday. Coming into tonight, he was 27 points away from 1,000 as Tabbitt Galt connects on a free throw. Tabbitt 8 of 9 this week from the line. A very good percentage. But as I was saying, Jared May, 27 points away from 1,000 coming into tonight. He's now 12 away. Galt, second one for Tab. is up and good. Tabit Galt shooting 90% from the free throw line this week, 9 of 10 from the line. Here's Jackson, a timeout. Bishop Luers, it's a 30. 2:03 left in the third. 38-23, Indians with the lead. Back in 30 seconds on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. Indians with a 38-23 advantage over Bishop Luers. Indians come out in what seems to be a zone. Looks like a 1-3-1 zone. Ball batted away, picked up by Luers inside. Sturm backs down, shot up, no. Rebound, tip in is good by Thompson. 13-point lead for Ole Miss. Wilson running the baseline. Splits the defenders. Nice pass to Tabit Galt. Kicks it out. Connor Wilson. Nice pass back to Galt. Ball was swatted away and off of Tabit Galt. Luers with a good defensive stance there. Indians back in the 1-3-1. Thompson, three, no. Rebound, he was out of bounds, and they did see it that time. Swanner going to inbound for Ole Miss. Gets it to Skeens. Skeens across half court, little hand check, no call. Now Wilson, down to a minute to play in the third. Ball batted away. Wilson gets it and over the back. That is going to be the 8th turnover on the Indians. 38-25, 58 seconds to play. Luers with a chance to bring it to 10. Cross court, this is Jackson. Now Hudson inside, floater no. Rebound, tip up, in by Jackson. It's 11. This is the closest they've been since the first quarter. Here's Wilson. Connor behind the back, nice move. Inside Galt, looked like he traveled, no. Galt is fouled this time. Oh, they called a jump ball. Possession going to Luers. They've got a good read on Tabit Galt here tonight. (38-27), a chance to bring it to single digits for Luers. With it is Hudson. Jackson. Down to 13 seconds. Luers going to take the final shot. Jackson inside in the corner. A travel and a turnover with 4.3 seconds. What do you think? Dial it up to Heisman. Skeens for another one. Ball going to stay with the Indians with 3 seconds. Let's see if the Indians can draw up something again for Heisman Skeens. There they are, going to give it to Heisman. Heisman from half court at the buzzer. Banked it in! His second consecutive shot, and they're going to say no good. Unbelievable. But Heisman Skeens, the three-point marksman tonight. 38-27. How could you take away a shot like that? Unbelievable. Heisman Skeens with a beautiful shot from deep. The Indian fans in the student section are booing big time here. How about that? Heisman Skeens 2 of 2 from half court tonight, but they said no good on that one. Go ahead here in just a second and give a tweet the seed out. And we are going to give a shout out to Brennan Butchie from the Mississinewa cross country team tuned in tonight. Thanks, Brennan, for your support, as always, supporting us. It is greatly appreciated, but man, oh man, I can't get over. They said no good on Heisman Skeens' half-court shot. A beautiful shot from Heisman Skeens. It looked good all the way, and it was. How about that? 2 times in one night. So here we go, fourth quarter, 38-27. May with the basketball. Now Swanner. Indians are going to have to get serious here. May. Jared brings it back out. Top of the key. Wants a screen. Now he's just going to drive, go one on the world, and try to get it to Bounds. Now he does. Bounds goes inside. Pass to Galt. Galt up. No, but he's fouled. Foul is on number 5, Mark Sturm. Tabit Galt at the line to shoot 2. 90% from the line this week. Going 9 of 10. Let's see if he can make it 11 of 12. First one up. And good for Tabit Galt. 3 of 3 tonight. Tabit with 9 points here tonight. Can make it 10 on this one, and he does. He's 4 of 4 from the line. Indians with a 13-point lead. Driving, step back. They're going to call a shove and a foul. I thought they was going to call an offensive foul, but they're going to call Jalen Martin for a foul. That's his 4th. And that is the team's 5th. Yeah, team's 5th of the half. I thought Martin had good position. And Jackson extended his arm, but they said Martin was a block. Been a rough night for Jalen here tonight. With the ball. 2-point jumper up from Thompson, no good. Rebound, Tabit Galt. Outlet pass, Elijah Bounds goes up. No. Wanted a foul, no call. They're letting things go here late. Should have been a foul. Bounds never even got the ball up above his shoulders. Here's May in the corner. Skeens thought about a 3. Here's Horton. Horton driving to the baseline. Kicks it out in the corner. May, 3, no. Rebound, Luers. They're out and running, going up. An offensive foul, and Heisman Skeens takes that charge. Nothing better than that. Coach Everett loves to see someone sell out and take one for the team. Like I said on Tuesday, Coach Everett, when the Indians practiced here at Norwell last Saturday, there is 5 junior varsity guys who had the option to dress, and Coach Everett said, we're going to choose between one, and the one that he chose was Colin Yoder because he took a charge in practice. Here's May. Indians lead by 13, 40-27. Jared hands it off. Horton, not to the floor. Timeout, Mississinewa. It's going to be a full 40-27, 6:26 left in the game. Back in 1 minute. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. 6:26 left in the game. Indians with a 13-point lead. Still a lot of game left. This one's not over. Here's Jared May. May with it. He has 15 points here tonight. Heisman Skeens hands it off Anthony Horton. Horton to May. Hands off Skeens. Skeens hands it off. Here's Horton. Horton driving inside. Nice pass, but it was deflected out of bounds. It's still staying with the Indians. Jared May to inbound. Gets it to Bounds. Now Skeens in the corner. May is fouled. That foul's going to be called on night number 5, Mark Sturm. Jared May to trigger the inbound. Here's Horton. Horton, top of the key, 5:45 left. Hands it off, Skeens. Heisman. Now Jared in the corner, Skeens inside Bounds. Bounds backs down his man, blocked. May there to pick it up. Somehow the ball don't drop in. I thought Jared May was getting ready to have another 2 and be 13. No, 11 away from 1,000. Timeout. Luers, 40-27, 5:34 left in the game. We're back in 1 minute. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. Tabit Galt pass to Bounds. Galt from downtown, in and out. The Indians just can't take the lid off the bucket here in the 4th. Providing every opportunity for Luers to capitalize. Luers just not capitalizing. 2-point jumper up, put it in. That was Nayland Thompson. Here's Horton. Horton, pass to Bounds. Bounds, nice pass to Galt. Put it in. Elijah Bounds seeing the floor very well tonight, making a couple of nice passes to Tabit Galt tonight. Sturm, rebound, no. Horton with a rebound, and he's fouled by number 23, Nayland Thompson. I'll give Bishop Luers one thing. They will not give up, and they are definitely not going away. This team definitely looks better than a one-win team. Here's May to inbound. Here's Skeens. Heisman being fouled, and they are going to call the foul. Foul's going to go against Knight. Number 22, DeMarcus Hudson. We'd like to thank the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Pacers and the Indiana Fever for their support of the IHSAA. Here's Horton to Skeens, 4:37 left. Heisman to Bounds. Elijah kicks it out. Tabit Galt. Now Horton. Horton in the corner. Skeens, 3 on the way. No. Rebound tip up, no. Galt tip up, no. Galt tip up again, no. Tabit Galt active on the boards tonight. Nice shot by Jackson was no good, and a rebound. Tabit Galt, he's got to be double figures in rebound. Here's Skeens to Galt. Now Jared May. May to Galt. Galt puts it on the floor. Spin move, shot up, no, but he's fouled. Nice move by Tabit. Put the ball on the floor and with a nice little spin move. Tabit Galt at the line to shoot 2. First one. Got it. Tabit Galt is unconscious from the free throw line. He's only missed 1 this entire week. 5 of 5 tonight. 1 more for Tabit. Second one is also good. He's 6 of 6 from the line. Shot up, no. Rebound, Jared May. Here's Horton. Trying to get it to Bounds. That's a turnover on the Indians. Sturm shot, no good. Rebound up, no good. Here's Bounds, and he is going to be fouled. Trying to see a number. That is Nayland Thompson. Looked like he hit his face or his nose possibly off the floor. He's asking for some assistance. It's 44-29, 3:28 left in the game. Indians with the lead. Number 12, Jalen Martin in. He replaces Horton. Elijah Bounds going to go to the line for a 1 and bonus. Bounds 2 of 2 from the line tonight. He's got 4 points. He'll try to make it 6 here. First one. Long, no good. Rebound, Bishop Luers. Here's Sturm. Sturm hands it off. Jackson. Timeout, Bishop Luers. Let's see, is it a full or is it a 30? It's a full timeout. 44-29, 3:18 left in the game. Back in 1 minute. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School, 44-29, Indians with the lead. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. 3:09 to play. Luers going to pull up for a three. That was Jackson. He missed it, and Skeens pulled down the rebound. Heisman in the corner, Jalen Martin. Back to Skeens, cross court to May. Jared back over to Heisman, Skeens. Skeens will work it. Now in the corner he goes to Jalen Martin. Martin wants to look. Spin move, nice little crossover. In the corner, May inside Tabit Galt. Reverse layup up and in. Tabit Galt with another two. He's got 16 and he leads the Indians in scoring. Stick around after the game, be sure and catch the interviews. We'll have 2 or 3 players, and we'll also have Andrew Everts, the head coach of the Indians. Connor Wilson and Tay McClung going to check in. Tay McClung, a 6'4 freshman, getting his first minutes of this week in the sectional. Good to see Tay able to get in on the rotation. Started out the season with the junior varsity team and about midway after Christmas, Coach Everett started dressing him, and now he's full-time. Good defense by McClung. Shot up from Thompson, no. Rebound up, no. Fell to the floor. Bounds selling out, and he grabs the board. Loose ball. Now it's going to be a jump ball. And possession points to Luers. Like the hustle from Elijah Bounds. Going to sell out, dive for the basketball. Giving it all he has. Bounds, the 6'5 senior. Here's Hudson, inside floater. And they're going to call a little touch foul on Heisman Skeens, and Heisman gives a little chuckle after that one. A 17-point lead for the Indians. Ball tipped off the backboard. .207 left to play. They'll try it again. Here's Sturm, 3. It's an air ball. Rebound, Wilson. Wilson out and running. Wilson goes up and tried to get it in the corner to Martin. I like the unselfishness from Connor Wilson, but when you had an open lane like that, I feel like he should have just went up and put it in. Here's McClung over to Skeens. And a turnover. An offensive foul. And that is 2 times in one night. Heisman Skeens has taken a charge. Coach Everts is going to be very happy with Heisman Skeens here tonight. And we will ask him about Heisman's defensive play in our post-game interview. So stick around after the game. We'll have player interviews and Andrew Everts, the coach of the Indians. Unless something absolutely horrible goes wrong for the Indians, they will be playing in the championship game tomorrow against the Marion Giants. Here's Swanner. Swanner, layup, good. A foul going to be called on Connor Wilson. Going to be Wilson's. That's Wilson's first. Trey Jones back into the lineup. He replaces Jalen Martin. Again, Trey Jones, a 6'1 senior. Andre Beasley, the line for a 1-and-1. Free throw, good. It's 48-30, an 18-point Indian lead. Second one, also good. I like the effort from Bishop Luers. Even though they're down, they're not giving up. Jones is fouled. Trey Jones is going to go to the line to try to get some points here tonight. It'll be his first points of sectional competition. I was talking to Trey a little bit earlier before we made the trip to Norwell. He was feeling pretty confident about shooting free throws, and his first one's up and good. Trey, a very good free throw shooter, gets his first point of the night. number 50, Peyton Enzor, going to check in with his first minutes of sectional for the Indians here tonight. .90 seconds to play. The Indians can go up 19 if Trey Jones connects on this free throw. And he does. So good to see Trey Jones get his first 2 points this week. Pull up three, no good. Rebound tipped around. Here's Connor Wilson. Wilson behind the back. Brings it back out. Looks like the Indians will just kind of dribble around and let the clock expire. They may run one more play. Here's McClung inside. Enzor goes up. No. Rebound. That would have been nice to see Enzor get on the board. Three from the corner is good. That was number 11, who I don't have a number for. Down to 40 seconds, Wilson with the basketball. So the Indians will play the Marion Giants tomorrow night at 7:30 in the IHSAA Sectional 23 Championship game. The two teams are 7 miles apart from each other, and they got to travel about an hour away. Enzor with a left hand, put it in. How about that? Three again. No. Here's McClung with 9, with 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's the ball game, folks. Your final score, Mississinewa 52, Bishop Luers 34. The Indians survive and advance to tomorrow night's championship game to take on Fort Wayne or Marion in the championship. We'll have some player interviews and coaches interviews after this timeout. Welcome back to Norwell High School. Mississinewa wins tonight 52-34, and they will advance to tomorrow's championship game to try to break the 64-year drought of a sectional title. They will take on the Marion Giants tomorrow night. Some stats for the Indians from the floor tonight: 19 of 43 for 44%. from three-point range, 4 of 11 for 36%, and perfect from the line tonight, 8 of 8. Leading the Indians in scoring tonight, Tabit Galt, 6'6" senior with 16 points. Had to have a double-double, at least 13 rebounds in my opinion. Did not keep track, but that somewhere in that range is what I'm thinking. Jared May with 15 points. Those are the two Indians in double figures. Then comes Heisman Skeens with 6 points. 4 points for Landon Swanner and Elijah Bounds. 3 for Jalen Martin. 2 points for Trey Jones and 2 points for Peyton Enzer. We will have Andrew Everts, Heisman Skeens, Tabit Galt, and Jared May on our post-game show with our interview. Stay tuned. We'll have them in just a few moments. Again, welcome back to Norwell High School. Indians come up victorious, 52-34. Again, the Indians 19 of 43 from the field for 43%. 4 of 11 from three-point range, 36%. Perfect from the line, 8 of 8 for 100%. Tabit Galt leads the Indians in scoring with 16 points, and I'm going to say unofficially 13 rebounds. Jared May with 15 points. Heisman Skeens with 6, Elijah Bounds and Landon Swanner with 4 apiece, Jalen Martin with 3, Trey Jones and Peyton Enzer with 2. That rounds out the Indians scoring as they win 52-34 tonight, and we will have Jared May, Tabit Galt, and Heisman Skeens will be our player interviews. And then we'll sit down and chat with Andrew Everts, the head coach of the Mississinewa Indians. We'll have that coming up for you here in 1 minute. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Again, the final score tonight, Indians win 52-34, come up victorious over Bishop Luers. They will play in the championship game tomorrow against the Marion Giants. Two teams who are 7 miles apart from each other travel about 45 minutes to an hour away to play in the championship game. Of course, the Indians and the Giants met earlier this year. Things did not go too well for Coach Everts and the Indians, but they did not have Jared May. So that will make a difference in tomorrow night's basketball game. So be sure and stay tuned. We'll talk to Jared May as he makes his way over here now. And we will have the coverage of tomorrow night's championship game starting at 7 o'clock with a pregame. We'll talk to Coach Blackman and Coach Everts. Now, Jared May making his way over here. We'll talk to him in 30 seconds. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. Indians come up victorious, 52-34. Jared May talking with some family, and then we'll have him on the microphone to chat with him about tonight's victory. Also, we'll have Tabit Galt, Heisman Skeens, and head coach Andrew Everts of the Indians. So we'll do that here in just a few moments as the Indians again win 52-34. Run down the stats one final time. From the floor, Indians were 19 of 43 for 44%, 4 of 11 from three-point range for 36%, and 8 of 8 from the free throw line. That is 100%. Leading the scoring column for the Indians was Tabit Galt with 16 points and 13 rebounds. Jared May had 15 points, 6 points each, or 6 points for Heisman Skeens, 4 apiece for Landon Swanner and Elijah Bounds. 3 points from Jalen Martin, 2 from Trey Jones, and 2 points for Peyton Enzer. Well, Jared May has joined us now on our post-game show. And Jared, we talked to you Tuesday night. A little bit different of a setting tonight. You didn't have to take over there at the end and win, but you got the job done. You had 15 points tonight. You're now 12 away from 1,000. Obviously, I know 1,000 points. You'd like to get there, but you want to win, and you want to win a sectional. What was it like playing tonight, a little bit different style of basketball?
It was just a little different tonight because they like to run, and on Tuesday the Heritage like to slow it down. So we had to just kind of get back in our groove. We kind of started off sluggish, but then in the second quarter we started picking it up, and we just carried that into the second half. But I think tomorrow will be a fun game.
You played Marion earlier this year. I know you didn't get the opportunity to play in that game due to your injury. Mm-hmm. So tomorrow will be your first chance at playing them, but what did you see from the sidelines about that Marion team?
They like to trap. They like to pressure the ball. They like to get up in your grill, which can help us, but then it can hurt us at times. So let's just hope that we handle pressure well tomorrow.
Well, Jared, again, congratulations on the win tonight, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night.
All right, let's end this drought.
We'll be back and have Coach Everts, Heisman Skeens, and Tabit Galt. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. Again, Indians win 52-34. And again, Indians led in scoring tonight by Tabit Galt. You just heard Jared May a minute ago with 15 points And now on our post-game show, we'll have Tabit Galt joining us and get the headset on here for Tab, and we will talk to him. Well, Tabit, we talked on Tuesday, a little bit different style of basketball here tonight. You led the team in scoring with 16 points. I have you unofficially for 13 rebounds. Could be more, could be less. We'll find that out here in just a little bit. But Tabit, like I said, different style of basketball. Do you feel like this team is better with a faster paced offense, or do you feel like you guys were better Tuesday when you slowed things down?
I feel like we like to push the pace because once we push the pace, more shots go up, more shots we can get up, the more that'll fall because we got some dangerous pieces on this team.
Tabit, talk about what it was like. Obviously, earlier in the game, you kind of struggled finding your offense rhythm. You got going, had a couple of nice passes from your teammate Elijah Bounds. Kind of talk about how you guys play together.
Yeah, I feel like me and Elijah usually always know where we're at on the court together. He usually finds me when we're in together. If I don't grab the rebound, I feel confident that he's going to grab it.
What do you feel like you need to do to be able to get prepared for Marion tomorrow?
Rest up for sure. Read over the game plan and just make sure everybody's ready to go in the morning when I walk through.
Tabit, you guys played Marion once earlier this year. Kind of talk about what you saw out of that Marion team.
They're good. That freshman Jalen Blackman, he's really good. JK also really good. They got some tough bigs. First game, we just really weren't all there mentally, but I feel like we're much ready prepared this time, much more prepared.
Well, Tabit, thanks for your time. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.
Yep, you too. Thanks, Don.
And we'll have Tabit pass the microphone off to Heisman Skeens as the Indians again win 52-34. And we'll get Heisman in here and have a few words with him. Heisman, first off, I want to say, where did these shots come from? Because not only once did you hit one from half court, you hit a second one. The second one did not count. My personal opinion, it should have counted, but where did that come from?
I'd say almost every day at the beginning and end of practice. Just throwing up half quarters, either it's just shooting them or just throwing up to hit them, I guess practice paid off.
Well, you ended with 6 points tonight. Offensively, you was there to help. But let's talk about your defense. I wrote down a stat after you took that second charge. I heard Coach Everett's last Saturday when you guys came to practice here at Norwell, the reason Colin Yoder got to dress was the reason that he took a charge in practice.
Yeah.
You took 2 charges tonight. Is that just something that you and Coach Everett have conversations about, or is that just something that you know that you're going to make him proud?
It's not really about the conversations. It's just, as a whole, we talk about, getting stops defensively, and you got to put your body on the line, and, that's honestly just all for the team. Instead of just trying to get a steal or something, charge a turnover and start ball on offense.
You've won 1 sectional this year in football. What would it mean to you to be able to win 2 in the same season?
It'd be wild. I mean, for football season, the fans were crazy. I mean, I can only assume the packed house of basketball fans would be even crazier. So, we'll just have to see if it goes our way.
Heisman, thanks for your time. Good job tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, no problem.
We will come back and have head coach Andrew Everett here in just a few minutes. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. Indians win 52-34. Coach Everett's finishing up with the newspaper, and we will then chat with him and go ahead and look at some stats here as the Indians, again, win 52-34. A very good win for the Indians after they was able to rest some of their varsity players because Jared May and those guys like Tabit Galt really worked on Tuesday to beat a good team in Heritage. Like I said, Jared May hit there was 4.1 seconds left. Jared May drives inside, hits a nice shot. Tonight he has 15 points. He is now 12 away from 1,000. Of course, we talked to him about that on our interview of him. He's not really concerned with getting out 1,000 points. Obviously, you would like to get to 1,000 points if you're Jared May, just as a reward. He's had a phenomenal 4 years. Had a torn ACL this summer, which put him out for most of this year, but he's back now and back in his old form and did an outstanding job tonight. Tabit Galt with 16 points. You heard him. These guys are fired up, and they're ready to play Marion tomorrow. And Coach Everett's, like I said, wrapping up with the newspaper, and we'll have him here in about 1 minute. This is Indians basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Norwell High School. Mississinewa defeats Bishop Luers, not Norwell, Bishop Luers, 52-34. Coach, we talked a little bit before the game. You just said you wanted a chance to play on Saturday. Now you're going to be able to play on Saturday against a familiar Marion team that you got a chance to play with earlier this year. What maybe concerns you about that team?
I mean, obviously they do a lot of good things offensively. They're super athletic. They crash the boards like crazy. They'll pressure us defensively. They'll turn us over. We have to go in knowing they're a good team. They're going to make some runs. But we have to withstand those, and we didn't do a good job of that the first time we played them. We were really competitive the first quarter and a half. But, again, it's just accepting the fact that they're going to go on some runs, but knowing that we're going to go on some runs too. The way we've been shooting lately, I mean, I like our chances tomorrow. I really do. I think it's going to be a really competitive game.
I know we talked about this on Tuesday, but I just can't get over the fact that Tabit Galt is just unconscious from the free throw line. He didn't miss tonight. He's only missed one free throw this entire week. I think he's somewhere like 15 of 16 from the line this week. You've got to be very happy with your senior.
Oh, it's great, and it's all him. It's all hard work. You know, he works incredibly hard. He shoots a lot of free throws. He takes it seriously in practice when we shoot free throws, and it's nice to see that paying off for him his senior year. I don't worry anymore. I know they're going in when he steps up to the line. That's a nice feeling.
Coach, last Saturday you had the chance to come practice here. You let Colin Yoder dress on your varsity team for taking a charge. Tonight, Heisman Skeens sailed out, took 2 charges for your team. That had to make you happy.
It is. I love it when guys do that. I love it when guys are willing to throw their body out on the line. You know, when Jalen tried to take a couple in the Heritage game, I think it's starting to get contagious. I hope we do that tomorrow because they're athletic, and we're going to have to step over and get in front of them and take charges tomorrow night to have a chance to win. We really will.
You have 24 hours to prepare for Marion, less than 24 hours. What's the game plan between now and 7:30 tomorrow night?
You know, we told our guys to enjoy it right now. When we get back to the high school, we're going to stop and talk. It's not going to be anything too crazy from what we did the first time. Again, I thought we played them really well early on. It's just they went on that first run and we kind of quit. I'm hoping that our guys know we can't quit this time. You know, we'll watch a ton of film. We'll walk through tomorrow. We'll review a lot of the things they do defensively. We probably won't worry as much about their sets and stuff, but just working on their pressure because I thought they turned Norwell over a lot tonight. We've got to be able to handle that.
I know it sounds crazy to say that one person can make up 40 points, but Jared May did not get the chance to play against Marion. but he's going to get a chance tomorrow. I feel like with Jared being back, you can kind of feel that sense of calmness within your team.
Yeah, and that's going to help a lot in a game like this where we're going to get pressured. And we're not 40 points worse than them again. Our guys have this weird, like, NBA mentality where when things aren't going their way, they're just like, okay, we'll move on to the next game. Again, I hope that we understand there is no next game now. Like, we have to win tomorrow, so we just have to battle through runs. And I think that's going to be so big, and I'm confident that these guys will do that.
Coach, thanks for your time. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.
Thank you guys very much.
Andrew Everts, head coach of the Mississinewa Indians. That's going to do it for us here tonight. And we'll see you back here tomorrow evening.
All right, make you guys keep traveling.